Oh boy, it's humpback zones. Oh, is there missile predictions? Yo, let's go. We're predicting missile counts in the chat because it's humpback zones.
Or months, as the case may be.
Oh, well, there goes the Booyah. So they have V-Jet on each side. Ooh, this is not a good start. Melon just killed, like, every single player. This is the Splatoon World Championship hosted by Area Cup, which features Starburst, the best North American team, Alliance Rogue, the best European team, and 6 of the best Japanese teams. It's a top 8 single elimination bracket, with the first round being between Anarchy and Agodono. I watched this live at 3 AM. If you want to check out the full VOD, it's in the description, and if you enjoy it, be sure to subscribe for more. Let's get right into it. The Area Cup cast had some bitrate issues, so I watched the Range Blaster on Anarchy's stream. His link will be in the description. A lot of pain on zone, but they're really going to struggle to find a cap. Ooh, the missiles kill the Range Blaster. They have double B at a cap. They have to time this perfectly. Nice. The good news is with the double B, they can play to at least get caps a lot, but they're going to have to be so careful. But the Flingza plus V-Jet is such a high missile output weapons, both with good painting range at a distance. The range is where they want to go. I like this spot a lot. The only real problem with being up here is they can ignore you if they go far right, but that still does condense them to one location. So I think the goal here is to have the range blaster set up on the left side. But I'm not sure if it's really going to work against this team with the double missile and K-Gal. I just feel like it's not gonna be enough on its own. It's a really unlucky game one for them, honestly. Ooh, that's a good pick, though. The Fling's overextended. Probably didn't expect them back as fast. They have to do more, though. They have to push up here, because the V-Jet and Flings are just gonna paint so much if they don't take, like... The range needs to be able to poke that V-Jet, for example, onto the ledge, just to keep them from painting as effectively. If they can even back them up a little bit, it'll slow down the missile output a lot. Ooh, that was a nice burst combo. They have to go with this. I don't think they're going to push super far, though. And there goes the zone. They're going to struggle painting. They have a lot of... They still have good paint overall, but there's just not as much as the other team with that triple shooter Flingza roller here. But I like the range being set up on this right side. Ooh, he's got to push off this. Okay. Oh, he's not able to get the pick. They had to burn a missile early, though, but the gal died. He needs pain on the zone. They had to be of them instead of the objective. Even then, they wouldn't have held it, though, and they're dead. The C-Jet and Expo is going to have a lot of combo synergy together, especially with the burst bumps and missiles. It's just so much chip damage. So they're basically just going to try to use that to take positions, set up the 2 long-range weapons, and then from there, try to hold ground to get the next wave of specials to push them back further. And I feel like they're going to be stuck in the middle of the map a lot, but if they can get past that, I think they'll win. Look at that double burst Stingray combo from their side, though. That's huge, actually. Nice burst combos. They're doing really well so far. I feel like Agodono is really struggling to regroup properly. Now they have the suction rush to buy some time. Look how effective this suction rush is. They're having suctions on the front, on their zone, on top mid, and behind mid. They really do such a great job of spacing out the suction bombs. Ooh, that Stingray. Oh, Dynamon's going in. I think that's bad. He's stuck in the middle of everyone. And the Try wasn't able to get the pick off it. They just picked off Dynamon. They can't get away with it. He has to try to pick the Jet. Oh, the Jet, dude. Look at those moves. Yeah, that's the backline weapon. The Jet has such crazy mobility for its range. It's insane. And dodging that Tri-Slosher was a huge play. But the other team painting it so well. There's the Try down. But they're running out of time. They have to contest zone right now. Ooh, they're barely going to do it. 2 of them are dead. The Zap is 1 HP, or the Splash. There we go. Okay. Ray fight early. This is really huge depending on who wins it. Rusu does. They had to use Heavy Baller, but that's not the worst thing to lose, and they still have missiles popped right now. Missiles on both sides. He knows he's seen. Gets out of there. They're losing ground slowly. They're going to have to sneak in and find a pick. That wall's not painted. He's going to commit, but he can't find one. Oh, he got just overextended there. They all knew where he was. 2 of them go down. Anarchy trying to clutch it up, but I'm not sure if they can cap it, and that's it. That's their run over. Next up is Alliance Rogue representing Europe versus MGR. Alright, the stream currently has some audio problems now, so we're going to watch Kiver's POV for this. But yeah, we are seeing the quad shooter like I predicted. In fact, both teams going to be going with quad shooter here. Squeezer has bubble at the top. Nice bomb rush to take him down. Definitely worth the investment. Scar gets picked though, a little bit of mispositioning. But they're still even right now. If they can get rid of that Booyah bomb, I don't think the Booyah is going to do too much either. Yeah, just a minor zone contest. Missiles. The specials from the Japanese side didn't get a ton of value. I wish they held that zone, though. I felt like that flip was really unfortunate. Imagine if they didn't lose the cap there. If they just had a little bit more pain on the zone, then they would have been just counting down from 50 here, which would have been way more threatening, but he does get picked, though. It looks like the plan for AR is to go 3 at the bottom and 1 at the top, which is a difficult split because the top person can be fairly vulnerable. But it looks like their plan is to just have Gray up there, and rather than being vulnerable, just have him sit up top and farm missile. I feel like it might be easier for them to just go all bottom or do a 2-2 split. It looks like they're going to go for the 2-2 one with Gray covering above Kiver here. Bombs on the zone. Squeezer going to stay alive, though. They're going to play to try to pin him. He can get the cap, though. Bubbles come out late. They kill 2 of them. That's actually really huge. I think Gray... I'm not sure where Gray is to push the V-Jet. Did he die earlier? Maybe he did. But I felt like the V-Jet dropping after him could have been picked off, but something went wrong, and Gray wasn't able to pin him. Which is a bit unlucky, but not game-ending. Bubble, Booyah, Missile... I just realized the Japanese side isn't running armor. They're just opting to go for the double missile Booyah, just running a lot more displacement and mostly relying on the bubbles to force their team in. Which on a map like this could definitely work out. The problem here is he's fighting that Gal, and that wall is going to be a problem, but Kiver just outplays him. We'll take it. Nice bomb rush, Booyah. They really need to get the bottom here if they can get set up better. They haven't really been able to get either the top or this far side, which has made it really hard for them to hold. And if they can get to either of those, they can afford to make them waste, like, missiles or one of the Booyah bombs or something. But right now, as you can see, the missiles are going to hit them right when they're on the zone. It does the job of painting zone and displacing them a lot more. And by the time the second missile and Booyah comes out, it just straight up flips the zone. So they have to push further ahead. Ooh, but it could work out here. If this Gal dies, that's huge. Yeah, that's a huge pick. They need to all stay alive, though. They can't die to these double missiles. But that being said, that's both missiles, I'm pretty sure. Oh, the Gal gets a trade on his way back in. Not a QR Gal like I've come to expect. And the Jet drops and kills Gray. Scar goes down before the armor goes off. They need to play for the bomb rush. Obito is just straight up dead. There's nothing he can do. Kiver tries to help him, but that's not the right play with the Booyah bomb. But they kill the Squeezer. They have to paint, though. They have to run a zone. They have to get the cap right now. Oh, no, it's not enough. He got a lot of missile, but the VJ got more on the other team. Alright, it looks like the stream is finally set up normal, so we can actually watch spectator POV. Alright, Kiver K-Gal is interesting. I've seen him mostly do Splash. Not's a good pick against them, though. I think that can do really well. Gray going back onto the Zap instead of a V-Jet. I like this comp overall a lot better, and obviously they're picking tower control, getting them off zones. That's the mode they're more useful. And it's a good mode for Alliance Rogue, but this Jet, man, this Jet is doing insane work. Jet there doesn't get a pick with the Ray, but they get through the first checkpoint. Kiver in mid, the Inkjet comes out. Oh, that Inkjet gets shredded. You can see even then the Jet just providing a level of chip damage every time. Now he's got a burst bomb Kiver. Ooh, this is not looking good. Charge up on the bubbles for the Squeezo. That's interesting. Really playing for them to push up. This time they have an armor, so it's a more traditional comp for the JP side of things as well. And last game, they were fighting the JP team, and the JP team had no armor, so it's definitely going to be a lot harder. Oh, the bubble actually expired. He was trying to bubble combo, but the bubble went away, I'm pretty sure, but he still won that fight. It's just Obito. He's going to have to try to clutch up, and I don't know what he can do here. He does actually stall tower a little bit, and Scar's able to get a pick. Scar's able to get 2. They're going to have a chance here. They were able to stop it at the very end. Very clutch from Obi to not die there. I felt like the JP team got off tower to try to kill him rather than just pushing ahead. I feel like it's also making it more awkward for them indirectly. I thought that wall was going to push the Knot off for a second, but luckily Scar was being a bit smarter there. But those bubbles and the Gal just together are going to tag team him. Doesn't even need to pop the bubble to kill the end zap, and now they're going to be pushing up here. That Ray putting him in a corner going to really help mitigate the wall, force a jump out. They're just trying to poke the tower. They need to clear the top right. They get that for now, but every time it seems like Scar is just dying first. To the right side, they're gonna have Bubble, they're gonna have Ray, they're gonna have the armor, they're gonna have every special to make this push. 2 of them go down, Kiver's gonna have to clutch up here. They all go down though. Scar is staying alive this time. They can pick the gal. Okay, finally, they can get to mid, but I mean, look at the time on the clock. It took them 4 minutes just to defend the push and get it back to mid. And then they're down. This Jet is just not giving them any room to breathe. They're punishing the overextension so hard. Burst Bomb combo with the team. I cannot stress how good this Jet Sculpture is doing at just constantly hindering AR. Constantly getting an opening pick. Kiver's gonna have to try to clutch up a huge 1v2, but the Gal just dodging around. He knows he has help from his team, doesn't need to play to get the pick himself. Really smartly played 1v2. It's just Obi. They can't even get near the tower if everyone was dead, and that's it. Okay, next up is Resistance versus Mirror Coat. Resistance is 3,000 XP players, including a Splatling player. I'm decently familiar with them, and Mirror Coat, I'm only really familiar with Tikotan, who is one of the best chargers, and some of you guys might have even seen him before. He's been in some events with overseas teams. Very slow and stalematy game. I think it's gonna be hard to find things. Oh, look at that angle from Tikotan onto the Rapid. I do not see chargers play that. That's actually really cool, especially for catching people off guard. The knowledge you get from a charger one trick, though, that Inkjet flick gonna shut it down. Nice shot. Ibuya is gonna be used just to negate partial bomb rush. But they're still stuck. That burst rush is gonna do anything when they're in the middle. It would have been better to regroup since it's only the charger there. Also, the Rapid is literally in their spawn. 2 of them are dead, and it's gonna be near impossible for them to hold on here. It's just the Gal. They have to contest zone. The Rapid is spawn camping, and that is a quick game. So it looks like Tikotan's team actually qualified via Turf War. So they actually counterpicked the Turf War. I missed the start of the game, but don't worry. It was mostly everyone just painting their spawns. So, ooh, that baller gonna get shut down, though. That's a nice suction rush. They are absolutely screwed. It looks like the blue team's trying to clean up so far, but their spawn is much less painted than the yellow team, so you can see. Look how well painted the yellow one is. That really matters in Turf War for these small percentage points, because no one's ever gonna really get that far. Play here. We're probably gonna only have 1 fight remaining. And both teams are going to try to farm all their specials. The blue team has the advantage with the map control, but ooh, that was a big mistake. Oh, God. And now all of a sudden, blue team is the one that has to take mid control in the last 30 seconds, which makes it a little bit harder. But still, I mean, just still have to win just 1 fight to get mid. The L3 has Inkjet. They're going to have to play off at the bucket, trying to push in slowly. There's the double special here, but the armor saving the bucket, but not a pick on the splash. The L3 goes down, and blue team needs a pick. They're not going to outpaint this, especially with the charger. There's the bomb rush, but it's not going to happen. And even on the mode that helped them qualify, the 3,000 XP team is just simply too much. All right, though, with everyone else down, it's the last JP team of the night versus Starburst, or should I say, Starbrust. Man, this poor team just does not have the best luck with getting their name right, previously called Starbust by Nintendo. But name mistakes aside, we have Dig, Liar, Noatsumri, and Real. Real being one of the best H3s in Japan. And for the classic Starburst, we have the Ice Bagel Biscuit Trio with Bran. Should be really interesting to see. Alright, this top 8 match will be the only one to be highlighted on the main channel. So if you guys came to this side to tune in to the top 8 highlights, I hope you enjoy it. I mostly decided because the tone was a bit low being 3 AM before these next few sets and the matches were a bit steamrolly to put this on the second channel instead. But without further ado, we can jump to the next sets now. So if you want to see the remaining matches, check out my main channel in the description and I'll see you guys later.